Hello, creative friends. I'm Cheryl Dorsey. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my stamping squad. I tried this a few minutes ago, and the video was showing sideways. So I ended that one and figured it out and got back on. I have not done a lot of live Facebook events. Most of my videos I tape ahead of time and then post them on YouTube. I would normally then put a link here on my Facebook page so that you could go watch that video. But I have decided that it would be fun to just start doing some Facebook live videos so I can chat with you. So if you are on this evening and you are watching, take a minute, if you don't mind, and just type in where you're watching from. I think that's always interesting where people are. On my YouTube channel, I get people who leave comments from all over the world, literally. And so that's always so much fun. Okay, feel free to comment, ask questions as we go along here. I think I'll be able to see your comments. I hope so. And I was going to try to do this where you could see my face at the beginning, but I thought I had it figured out and I didn't have that figured out. So you guys are going to have to be patient with me until I figure out the whole Facebook Live thing. But the most important thing this evening is for you to see this catalog. So it just launched this week, and we said goodbye to the fall or the holiday mini. And now we say hello to the spring mini catalog. This catalog just kicked off this week and it goes through April. So we have 4 months to, drool over all the products here, get some, make some beautiful things. And I'm looking forward to doing that with you. I've made a couple things that I will show you this evening as we go through the products. So, and if you're watching the replay, welcome to you too. Still, leave me comments. I will definitely come back and look at the comments and answer you. So feel free to chat me up. All right. So we go through the first part here. We have some information about our monthly subscription to our crafting kit. It's called Paper Pumpkin. So there's information there. And then here it talks about our all-inclusive kits. So these are awesome too. They're always adding one. They just added a new one this week. It's thank you notes and it's very cute. So if you have any questions about anything as I'm going through here, feel free to leave me a comment and I will get information back to you. The catalog starts off with this amazing suite, and it's really geared toward Valentine's Day, but there are many things about it that would make good cards anytime throughout the year. So, and I love it because they always give us some examples to stimulate our imagination and help to get us started. But the name of the suite is called Country Floral Lane, and these are all the items that come in the suite. Now you can purchase items individually, but I purchased the entire suite and I'm very glad that I did. The first thing in it is a stamp set and a punch, a coordinating punch. Now you can buy these separately or you can buy them together as a bundle. And if you buy them as a bundle, you save 10%, which, saving money is always a good thing, right? So I do have these products so you can get a little bit closer view of them. The stamp set is called Country Bouquet, and you can see it's got some hearts here, leaves, and then some little sprigs, just different little things. This is like a 2-step stamping. You would stamp one and then stamp the other on top of it because the flowers and hearts are here, and then the leaves and the greenery are in this stamp. But cute sentiments. I love that we are friends. And of course, I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. So it's a very, very nice stamp set. It is a photopolymer stamp set. Then I'm just going to set this down. This is the punch that coordinates with it. And sometimes the lighting and the glare is not great, but the punch has the large heart, the small heart, and the two leaves that we saw right here in the stamp set. So you can stamp them and then punch them out. So I'm going to keep going with what's in this suite. There are two spools of ribbon that come together. This one I've opened. It's a kind of a thin, real red ribbon, and it's going to be really easy to tie, to make bows, to make knots, and that sort of thing. So that's the first spool. The other one I haven't opened yet, but they're calling it burlap. I don't know if you can see the detail of the texture on that, but it's a little bit wider, and it looks like burlap. And I found that it coordinates really nicely with our crumb cake color. So if you're trying to match up colors, crumb cake will match up for you. The next thing are these self-adhesive sequins. And these are awesome. I've already used a few of them. Maybe I should take them out of here because there's some glare on that cellophane. But they're in 3 colors. There's gold, there's balmy blue, and pale pink. And there are 2 sheets in here, so there are lots of them in the package. And one sheet, they're a little bit larger, and this sheet, they're smaller dots, or smaller sequins. So I'm already starting to use those. Love them, love those colors. The next thing are the papers. And the suite comes with two packs of paper. The first one right here that you see, I have that, so I'm going to show you the different papers that are in it. These are 6 by 6, and they're 48, I believe that's right. Yes, 48 sheets of paper in this pack. So that'll keep you going for a long time, and you can see I'm already starting to cut it up and use it on projects. So I wanted to give you a view of the actual sheets, because sometimes when you look at the pictures, it just doesn't really come through as to how pretty they are or how detailed they are. So this is one side. Remember, all the papers are double-sided. So this is one side, and this has got the sweet sorbet color and the petal pink color. And then if we flip them over, we've got balmy blue and mint macaron. So there are actually 3 different patterns in each color. 48 sheets. So those would be good. That would be good for any project. That's great and very versatile paper. All right, here's the star of the suite. This paper is called Country Floral Lane, and I have it, and I've started using it too, but I have some full sheets that I can show you. This one with the hearts. The next one here has got hearts and leaves. I love the blue. That balmy blue is so pretty. This is really cute with these bicycles. I have not used this yet, but I'm going to come up with something really cute for the bicycles. Then this one, hearts and flowers again. More hearts and flowers. The thing about this is I don't think this paper looks particularly Valentine-y. I mean, you could surely use it for a Valentine, but you could use it for other things too, because it has the flowers and the greenery, and it does have some hearts mixed in there, but they're quite small, and you barely notice that they're there, honestly. And then the last piece is this one with the big bold images. Now, here's the fantastic thing about this sheet of paper. Remember the punch? This punch, I'm just gonna kind of show you here. This punch, you can take it and you get up here so you can see, and you put it in and it will fit exactly around the hearts and the leaves. And you simply punch them out. Now you can stamp them on cardstock and then punch them out, but they've really done some great work for us here, and that's an awesome time saver. If you're trying to make a card real quick, you will just punch out your images instead of having to stamp them. Okay, let me show you the back side of this. Really vibrant colors. This, of course, you could use for anything. That does not have to be Valentine's. This does have hearts in it, but they're really subtle. This has some tiny hearts. This one's just a stripe, diagonal stripe. Really nice. More hearts. And then this one is a very, very subtle. It's got hearts and X's and O's. So I just love this paper. I'm going to be using it all spring. It's good for Valentine's Day. It would be good for anniversary cards, or someone's getting married, or if you just have a good friend, or a significant other that you want to make a card for. Be great for all of those things. Okay, let me set all that stuff aside. I have got things just piled on my table here to show you. So let me move some of them out of the way. All right. There we go. Well, I almost forgot. I have made a couple of cards with some of those products. And so here they are. I'm going to just move the catalog out of the way because it's a little bit distracting in the background. Here are the two cards that I made so far. And actually, I just shot a video this afternoon and just loaded it to YouTube. So you could go to my YouTube channel if you wanted to learn how to make this card. So this is the gingham paper. This is the paper from the Country Bouquet. And on the inside, just a simple strip of the gingham paper. But these, I did exactly what we were just talking about, and I punched out the images from the designer series paper. So super easy, very cute. Okay. Then here on this page, they're showing in more detail the stamp set and more examples. And this one is a nice stamp set. It also comes with dies that you can use to cut out some of the images, but it's kind of a lovey-dovey, if you will, set too. As you can see, so much love and for you. And this is cute. Nobody gets me like you get me. And there's a happy anniversary and a happy Valentine's Day there. So that would be a good add-on to the suite. All right, well, get ready for summer because this is called Share a Milkshake. And it's a bundle as well. There's a stamp set. You can see all the images here. And there are dies that you would use to cut out some of these images. Super cute. I love that. I love that. And that would be good all summer long. They do have some little hearts in here. And there is a Be My Valentine sentiment. So you're the cherry on top. Life is sweeter with you. Really adorable. Okay, if we move over here for all of your cat lovers, this is just a standalone stamp set. It's called Love Cats. And these cats are doing what cats do. And so it does say here, hey there, Valentine. There's a little heart with each cat. But that's a very sweet set. You could use that for birthday or thinking of you, any kind of card. All right, the next big suite we have, and this is page 14, it's called Fancy Flora. Fancy Flora. And so, because it's a suite, it's got lots of elements that go with it. This one is on my wish list. So there is a stamp set and a die set. We will look at that on the next page. And then a second one, this one only has sentiments. See, this one only had the images of the flowers. And this one only has sentiments. And then some label dies that go with it. This is, I believe it's shimmer paper. Yes, it is. And I love Stampin' Up! Shimmer paper because it is just that. It's shimmery. But yet it doesn't shed any glitter or anything like that. It's very easy to use, and it really makes your projects fancy. The iridescent pastel gems, they come in Calypso Coral, Balmy Blue, and Gold. So those would be great embellishments to have. This ribbon is Pool Party. That's the color, and it's a grosgrain ribbon. So that would be really versatile. Pool Party is one of my favorite colors of all time. And I have a lot of things that I've made with that color. When I just want to choose a color, I keep going back to that one. I do love it. And here's the paper. I'm going to hold this up closer to you. It won't be as great as seeing the paper in person, but there you can get a little bit of an idea. It looks to me, they look like oil paintings to me. So this is a very artistic themed set, and again, it has gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Okay, next, here's the detailed look. So this is the stamp set and the dies that come with it, and the way you tell which elements or which images have dies is they kind of highlight it. I don't know if you can see here, there's kind of a white outline around this one, here, here, and all of these flowers. And then there's a very detailed die right here that would make for a very fancy background on your card. So very, very, very nice. That could go with lots of cards. And then here's the other stamp set and die set. So lots of great sentiments there. You can read those. And then I love dies that are label shapes because you can just use these with all the sentiments you have. Sometimes it's nice just to take these and maybe just die cut a bunch of white cardstock, and then you just have them ready. You can grab them and stamp your sentiment on them, and you put them on your card. You're ready to go. All right, this is cute. It's called Lighting the Way, and you can see the fireflies and the lantern. And this is a stamp set, and there's also dies to go with it, to coordinate with it. Remember, you can buy the stamp sets and the dies separately, but if you buy them as a bundle, if you buy them together, you do save 10%. And then this is another sweet set. It's called Spring Blessings. So this is just a standalone stamp set. So you would color these images either with your pencils, maybe your watercolor pencils, or your Stampin' Blends. But it's these two precious little girls, and there's some garland, and you can see they're letting go these lanterns. Really pretty. All right, another big suite. This just got everything in it. This one's called By the Bay. So I know there are people who love, love, love the beach and love the water, and you're going to really be drawn to this suite. I wish I had this paper to show you. I do not have it yet, but it is amazing. Really, it's completely amazing. It's got kind of a pearl finish on some of it, so it's beautiful. All right, let's take a look. We'll look at this stamp set and the dies a little bit closer on the next page. But this ribbon, so pretty. It's balmy blue and white. Kind of an ombre look there. These, they call them flat adhesive backed pearls. And I do have those. Let me see, do I have them here on my desk? Yes, I do. How about that? So this is what they look like. And I haven't used these yet on a project, but they have almost, well, they're definitely like pearls because they have kind of that iridescent look like pearls do. So those are going to make your projects really fancy. My project's really fancy. So I'm looking forward to using the flat adhesive backed pearls. And then I'll hold this up again so you can get a little bit closer look at this paper. But there's just no way for you to see the pearlized part of it, particularly like on these shells. I mean, I got to see all of these products at an onstage event I went to, and I was just amazed at the creativity and the beauty of all the things that they are offering us. Okay, then this is a large, like a background stamp. So let me show you here what they've done. You see they just did kind of a, let's see if I can hold it up. There we go. I can hold the catalog. So if you look closely, you can see like a tone on tone on the back of this card. And it's really subtle. I love tone on tone because it's just so much nicer than a blank piece of cardstock, but it just kind of fades into the background and it's really gorgeous. All right, this one is so cute. Birds. So many of us love birds. And this one is called Nested Friends. And again, you can buy the stamp set and the dies as a bundle. So you can read and see all the different stamps that come in this set. And then the dies are really intricate because there is a die that will just entirely cut out that nest. But then there are these two dies where you would cut out cardstock and then layer them to make the nest. And I think that would be really, really gorgeous. They show you a little bit right here. They've done that. So you can see the two different colors of cardstock making up that nest. And then they also cut out some cardstock leaves. Really nice. Really, really nice. So creative. So creative. Okay. All right, all of you queen bees. This is for you. It is a stamp set and a die set. It's called Queen Bee, right? But look how pretty that is. Just amazing. I love it. And I love this fancy font that they've chosen. This is a great background stamp. So again, some of these images, this large bee, the small bee, that's so cute with the little flower on it. This flower, the stem of flowers, and then there's a label type die. Those all come in this set. And it looks like there's some intricate dies where you can cut out some wings as well. So this one will be really fun to play with. Okay. Here we are with just a standalone stamp set. So again, you could color this with any colors that you want to. These adorable geese. The name of it is Silly Goose. And so there are lots of silly sentiments here to go along with the silly geese. But I'm very amused by this set. You can see a couple of the cards that they've created here. Really cute and really fun. Okay. Now here's a couple of background stamps. So remember I showed you the one that was very fancy, had the background that did a tone on tone. Here are a couple more examples. And I actually have this one. It's called Hand Drawn Dots. And it's one large stamp. Let me open this up and you can see one very large stamp. And you could use that as a tone on a piece of cardstock to create an interesting background, but it wouldn't detract from the main images on your card. So that'll be handy. It's called Hand Drawn Dots. This other one is called Layered Stripes. So that will be another interesting one. Here you can see they've used layered stripes and they haven't used one color on the whole thing. They've colored. They've inked it. They've inked up the stamp with a couple of different colors. And here you can see how they've used the dots on this little bag. And here's a tone on tone. So that helps us with our imagination of how to use these products. These are reversible stamps, which these are always kind of cool when they do these. And they're sea turtles. So lots of people love the sea turtles. It is just a standalone stamp set. And so there's a stamp that stamps the detail and then the stamp that stamps the solid base. And it's one stamp, they're reversible. So you turn it over and stamp the other side. See, you can see here, they've stamped the solid part with a lighter green. It looks like maybe macaron. Here we go. And then they used a darker green to stamp all of the detail there. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. All right, now we have another big suite. This one is called Regency Park. So if you like bright and fun flowers, this one's for you. So let's see what's in the suite. On the next page, we'll look a little bit more closely at the stamp set and a punch. So if you don't have a die cutting machine yet, eventually you'll want one, I'm sure, but not everybody has one at the beginning. So this punch will punch out some of these images for you. There is another set, another bundle. This one has lots of sentiments. You see here, there aren't sentiments, they're only images. But here, many sentiments and ways to die cut out labels for the sentiments, and then also die cutting out some very intricate flowers. This is more shimmer paper. Remember on the another suite, we had some pieces of shimmer paper. Here are 3 more. This is an embossing folder. It does, they call it a cane weave. So you've probably seen a chair with the back or the seat that looks like this. It's called a cane weave. Then Night of Navy, easy for me to say, huh? Ribbon, adhesive back dots. Let's see, what color are these? Mango Melody, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, and white. So those would be fun embellishments to use. All right, last but not least, this gorgeous paper, beautiful colors. I'm gonna see here, let's see. It has Petal Pink, Sweet Sorbet, Mango Melody, Shaded Spruce, and Balmy Blue, and Night of Navy. So that would be a really fun and super versatile paper pack to have. You could make lots of different kinds of cards with that paper. Now here's a closer look at the first bundle, the stamp set and the punch. So you can see the punch here. It punches out these 4 images. And here are all the stamps. Another bundle that they showed with this one has all of these sentiments and then some images as well. And then all these dies that coordinate. All right. Are we having fun yet? Are you making your list? Do you have your pen and paper out? Oh, there's so much to choose from. All right. This is adorable. On the Farm, it's called On the Farm. And so if you live on a farm, or you know somebody who lives on the farm, or you just like the idea of a farm, this will be super cute for you. There are all these stamps, and then also there are a lot of dies that come in the die set. So dies that will cut out many of these images, and you can buy that as a bundle. I love it. Okay, now this is called Around the Bend. And so there's the stamp set with all these sentiments, and then these really interesting dies. Can you see? I'm holding it up really close. I hope that it focuses well. But these dies would really cut out some interesting pieces to use on the card. And as a matter of fact, they have shown us, here's the one that has a greenery on the edge. And this one, how beautiful is that? So a very easy way to make your card super fancy. People will say, how did you do that? How did you do that? All right, another bundle, stamp set and dies. And I love this one. It's called Marigold Moments. I guess because I really like marigolds. And they're showing us lots of options for this, all these different colors. This would be a super fun set to play with. It does have a Happy Mother's Day stamp in it if you're looking for that, because Mother's Day will be here before we know it. All right, this next one is called Covered in Sunshine, and it has some really large sentiments. So here it kind of gives you an idea about how big those really are. Very nice. Very nice. All right, here's a cute one. And it's called Way to Grow. Way to Grow. And so you've got some pieces of women here. The shoulders, I see a bag hanging from her shoulders, the jeans, the back of her shoes, and then a couple of hairstyles here, and then all these fun different options for creating plants. So you can see here these examples. How adorable. If you like plants, this is going to be your thing. I like this. How are things growing? So cute. All right, and then right next door here, we've got something kind of fun and different. There are stamps, and I like this font, this kind of sweeping hand, like a hand-drawn font. And then it also comes with dies that will cut these out, and they look like bubbles, when you read the cartoons and you see what someone's thinking or what someone's saying. And so here's some examples of that, but that would be really fun as well. Okay, where are my gnome people? Gnomes. We had gnomes in the last mini catalog for fall and for Christmas, and they were so cute and super popular, and so we still have some gnomes. Aren't they great? And if you bought the gnomes and you still have the gnomes dies, of course you do. What else would you do with them? You can use those dies with these gnomes as well. So the actual stamp looks a little bit different, but the outline is the same as the ones that were in the last catalog, so you can still use those dies on these new stamps. These little animals are so cute. That's so cute. Okay, St. Patrick's Day. This is fun, and the bundle here has stamps and a punch. So again, if you don't have a die cutting machine, this would be a great option for you. It'd be fun to have this punch that you could use anytime to punch out a clover. So of course, good luck and happy St. Patrick's Day. So lots of fun stamps there, and then you can punch out the clover shape. All right, and next we have another great, sweet. It's called Delicate Desert. Delicate Desert. And it does kind of have the classic colors that you think of when you think of the desert. So let's take a closer look. On the next page, we'll be able to see the stamp set and the dies a little bit better. There'll be a larger image there. But there are these adhesive back sequins. Some of them are round, some of them are moon-shaped, some of them are more like kind of a teardrop shape. They're gold, if I didn't already say that. And really, those will be fun and really pretty. Love this ribbon. It's in pale papaya, and it's a faux velvet ribbon. So that will be gorgeous on your projects. This paper, they call it a dry brush metallic paper, and the colors are Cajun Craze, Rose Gold, and Petal Pink, and then also Petal Pink and Soft Succulent. And I have that paper, and I'm glad because a lot of the papers that have metallic elements in them just do not come through at all with the photographs. We need to see them. Actually, if I could show them to you in person, but you can already see like how much shine there is on all of this gold part. And hopefully you can see these gorgeous colors as well. Really Really beautiful. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to use those on, but it's going to be something special for someone special, right? And then the color palette carries over into their beautiful designer series paper. Right, kind of all of the coral colors and greens. Yeah, beautiful. All right, let's take a closer look at that stamp set and the dies. So here we go. These stamps, those flowers are really pretty. And again, a really interesting font for the stamps and some great border stamps. Very nice. And then again, it does come as a bundle if you prefer that, so you could get the dies with it. And it looks like these two images have dies to cut them out. And then there are two large dies. We can see one of them here that they've used just to cut out this entire background. Really nice. That would make cards quick and easy. Okay, now we've got a standalone stamp set. It is called Kind and Sincere. And I love these large sentiments. They're fun to use, something different. And so lots of great things. You can combine different ones to get the message that you want. Then there's also a pack of paper that's called Like an Animal. And it's a specialty paper because, I don't know if you can tell from the photograph, but there is foil on these pieces of paper. So that is going to make them very shiny, similar to the last paper I showed you. But fun, fun, fun to use. Okay. All the ballerinas. Everybody who knows someone, maybe a young person who's taking dance. These are gorgeous. They're distinctive stamps because they kind of show a lot of detail. You see the shading is really built into the stamp. So those are very nice. There's also a pack of vellum that you can get. And trying to see, it looks like this one has leaves, this one has polka dots, and this one has stripes. So vellum is another nice way to add a subtle detail to your cards. Oh, and I almost overlooked this. These are little treat boxes that you can get. They call them delicate details treat boxes. And so you just get these and you fold them up, turns into a little box, and you can put some little sweets in there, a gift card, something nice, and give it to your friend. Okay, now we have another standalone stamp set. This one is called Decorative Borders. Yeah, you see, again, they've got some really nice ways to be subtle, but to add interest to your cards. And here they've used the stamps on cardstock. So instead of using designer series paper, they create some interest with these stamps on cardstock. And how about this? I actually have this one. So there it is. So there's a little, well, without the glare, there's a little clearer view of what is in the stamp set. So I know I'm going to be using this. I think that not only on cards, you know, when you think about the card, you think about the outside of the card, what you see when you pick it up. But these would be really great to decorate the inside of the card and the envelope. So my rule is no naked envelopes. So I'm always looking for fun ways to add interest to the outside of my envelope. And I think I will be using these for that, for sure, for sure. Uh-oh. Doggy sees someone. All right, so this one is so super fun. It is called Taco Fiesta. Taco Fiesta. And look at these images. Well, I have this stamp set, so I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. But again, these stamps you would color. So that's going to be super fun to do. Hold on just a minute. Let me show you this stamp set. I haven't used it yet, but get ready. I love these sentiments they put with it. You spice up my life. You're not your average friend. Holy guacamole and spectacular. Long time no taco. Really fun. Okay, so you see all these images. Did you see the faces? Here's eyes with a mustache. This one has a little smile. This one has, I guess, a surprised face. This one's winking. And this one's just kind of a sweet little face. And so you can stamp those on these items and give them some personality. Let me show you what they did in the catalog. So here you go. You can see the little face? Oh, the faces are so funny. I love the mustache. All right. Next. This one is definitely on my wish list too. It's a bundle that is called Sweet Citrus. And so it's got this great stamp set with all these citrus fruits. And I like this, sending you a big squeeze. It also has a die cutting set and an embossing folder. So that's a great bundle. It's actually a hybrid embossing folder. So you use it to emboss and you can use it to cut these images out. But you can see here the examples. Nice. It looks like they were doing lemons here, but you could do any citrus. You could do grapefruit, lemons, limes, right? Oranges. That would be fun. And that would definitely go spring and summer. Okay. Oh my goodness. My heart. I love it. This is another big suite, and it's called Rain or Shine. All right. So what's in here? We'll look a little more closely on the next page, but we've got a stamp set and we have a die set that matches. Then we have an embossing folder that is raindrops. I love that. I just love it. Raindrops. And then loose daisy embellishments. Now, I'm going to hold this way up here close. Can you see? Can you see these tiny, tiny little flowers? So those would be fun to, I think they'd be fun just to put a few loose ones inside the card. So when they open it up, they get a little spray of daisies. Here's the paper. And again, I have seen this paper in person. You guys, I'm supposed to get a box tomorrow with several more things in it. And this suite is one of them. So we'll see. I'll have to make something with it. I'll come on maybe and do a live and talk to you guys about it and show it to you so you can see it a little bit better than in the catalog. But it's got some wonderful paper, certainly the cute paper with the animals, but then also just some really nice versatile paper that you could use on a lot of projects. And I love the colors in this set as well. Okay, so I thought there might be a closer up image, but it doesn't look like there is, so I'm going to hold this up here for you. But so you can see there's a turtle, there's a fox, and a bunny rabbit. Rainy days are better with you. How sweet. And then here are all the dies. So the dies certainly cut out those images. There's also a die for a bridge and a kite and some clouds. So that'll be very fun to use. Oh, some little butterflies. All right, I can't wait to get that one. I got to get my box tomorrow. Oh, this one's going to be in my box tomorrow too. Happy Easter. Well, we definitely have to have an Easter set, right? And this one is so adorable. So you can see all these stamps of the bunnies, and then Your Friend Like No Other, an Easter treat for you, Happy Easter. Really cute. We're going to have fun coloring these, and you can buy it as a bundle with a bunny punch that punches out the sky. Now, the other guys there's not a punch or a die for them, but look how easy it would be just to fussy cut these. I mean, they're not like, there's not a lot of jagged edges or a lot of detail around the edge. So these you could fussy cut with your very sharp paper snips, and that would not be hard. Here's some pictures. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, sentiments. All kinds of sentiments. Well, maybe that was too close. Okay. Oh, I love this. You're going to be amazing parents. That's really nice. That's just really nice. And then, if you like these, you can also buy this in a bundle with this punch. If you buy this together, it's called Happy Labels. And so the punch, if I'm holding this up so you can see it here, the ends, that one doesn't show the whole thing. You can see better here. So you can see along the edges, that's what the punch does. And you can use paper of different widths. It's got little tracks in there that you just slip the paper in, and it's going to give you a cute little edge. It looks kind of like a ticket, right? Like a ticket to a show. You can see here on this one, you see the edges of those? So again, that is Happy Labels. And then here's a very nice religious Easter set, if you prefer that. There's really nice images here and sentiments. And there's an example of that one being used. Very, very pretty. You would color this one as well. It's called Rejoice in Him. Okay, another bundle. It's called Dainty Delight. So if you like makes me think of like dainty wildflowers. Really, really pretty. So there are several stems of flowers, some nice sentiments. And then the die cuts, they will cut out these 4 images, but then they actually cut out little sprigs and some flowers that you could use to cut out of cardstock, colored cardstock, and create some really pretty accents. You see they've done that up here. They cut some out of yellow, out of white, and then some out of the stamped as well. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and here's some fun sentiments with great fun fonts. I love it. I think this is too funny. I know your real age. Good thing we're friends. I can think of a couple people I would send that to. Right. So that's a standalone stamp set. It's called Occasionally Funny. That's a good name. All right, another bundle. So we've got a stamp set and die cut set. And so here are these images. I don't know what, it's called the Ginkgo Branch Bundle. I was looking at it, I was like, that's so familiar, but I can't think of the name of it. It's a ginkgo, Ginkgo Branch Bundle. So all these lovely images and sentiments. And then the die set will cut those out. Again, you can also use this with colored cardstock to cut out some very, very detailed pieces. Let's see. Oh, that's what they've done here. They've cut out cardstock. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. Oh, another big sweet. This one is called Enjoy the Journey. So if you love the great outdoors, or if you like to give cards and gifts to people who love the great outdoors, this is a really good choice. The colors are fantastic, but the stamps are too. It's really a great suite. This stamp set is called The Greatest Journey. And you can see we've got wildflowers, we've got trees. This is like stars at night. Some cool sentiments. And then dies. I love these dies. So you can actually use these dies to cut out these figures of a person on a bicycle, a person running, someone, I don't know if that's hiking, they have a lantern, maybe camping, you can do a tent. There's a set of twine that you can buy with this. Pumpkin pie, garden green, and coastal cabana are the colors. Nice. And then these are stickers, but you can tell this one has like a campfire. This one looks like a compass. This one, I'm not sure, there's an arrow. Oh, there's 2 arrows, okay. And then this one has 3 little trees. So those would make nice little embellishments for your cards. And now look at these colors. Look at these. Look at this paper. I mean, it's beautiful with the trees and the mountains. Wow. Let's look at some of these amazing cards, especially where they've used the die cuts. So they use the die cuts here. Here's this image. Oh my goodness. I can think of a few people I know who are going to be getting that sweet because they do love the great outdoors. All right. This is another bundle. Beautiful thistle. And this is kind of sweet. I like the thistles. So these are the stamps. And then the dies will cut out these images. And then you could also do some more detailed cutting out of cardstock with the dies. You see they've done that here. They cut out cardstock. Here they've die cut out the actual images that are stamped. So, choices. Then this right here is a must-have, right? The alphabet a la mode dies. I did actually get these. I don't have them on my desk right here, so I can't show them to you, but they are awesome. Now this is the actual size. Right? This just shows, but this is the actual size. So they're quite tall. They're actually quite tall. And it's nice because they give us like 2 A's and 2 E's. So when you're running things through your die cutting machine, you know, the word that you're trying to spell out might have more vowels. And so that way you can cut more than 1 E, more than 1 A at the same time. Move things along a little bit faster. So here you can see, Hey Bestie and Cloud 9. Very cute. And this Hey Bestie, it's got a background stamp that is this. It's the world. Oh my goodness, I love it. That is beautiful. And it's got all the shading built into it. That would make a great image. A gorgeous image. Okay. Now, we've got, this is a cute stamp set. I like this font as well. It's called Best Family Ever. So it's got names of all the relatives, right? So you could customize your card to the particular relative you're sending it to. And then there's also some decorative masks on this. If you haven't used one of these, think of like a stencil. Remember when we used to buy those stencils and we'd use like a sponge to kind of paint onto the wall or something? So it's very similar to that. We could use one of our blending brushes to transfer the images, right? So, and this is kind of like a 2-step. Like with this flower, you could do this with a light color. That's what they've done here. And then you come back with this and lay it over it and do it with the darker color. So it gives more detail, right? Same thing with the leaves. Lighter color, darker color to do the leaves. Super fun, so creative. All right, now we have the brushed bouquet bundle and some great flower images. There's no sentiments in this one. It's just simply flower images. There's some 2-step stamping you see here where you do kind of the base and then you add some detail to it. And then there are dies to cut out all of the leaves and flowers. Okay. Now here's another stamp set that is great for people who love the outdoors, who love nature. These right here. And you can see how they've used them here. Very nice. You could, it looks like they've coordinated them into that suite that we saw earlier. And that would make a very nice extension of that suite. This is framed florets. You may have seen this before. They released it a couple months ago as a standalone. They also have it in this catalog, so it's hanging around. Great flowers, great sentiments, and one of the fun things about this set are the dies. So you see these fancy frames, basically, and you can see how they were used here. This one, it makes the little hearts. This is a nice frame, and this one's a very fancy frame. So it's a great way to accent your sentiments that you put on your cards. And this is a fun one. Warm welcome. This is a stamp set and also a die set. So you can see here the door is going to be the starting point, and then all kinds of ways to decorate it. I love this with the little shoes. So cute. And then it's got the dies that match up. Adorable. Oh my goodness. Okay. This stamp set, it's just a standalone stamp set, so we'll be coloring with this one. But there's something about that fat cat, right? And whoever has cats knows that cats like to sit in things. Like if there's an open bowl or an open box or something like that, they're going to get in it, right? They're going to get in it and sit in it. And so that's what it makes me think of. And I think it's just so funny. This is a great birthday cake, right? That would be wonderful on a birthday card. And here they're giving you some ideas of what to do. Something new that we have are these small blending brushes. And I did get some of those. And so they come in a 3-pack like this. And I opened this and I'm going to take one out. And I'm going to show you the regular blending brush so you can see a little bit better the difference in size. Okay, so it is quite a bit smaller. So if you're working on something and you're using your blending brush, but you don't want to cover such a big area, then this will give you a little bit more control of where the color is going. Okay. Pirates. Who loves pirates? Cute, cute, cute. Stamp set. I love this. And die set. And the die set gives you all the pieces. We can cut out all the pieces of a ship and then layer them together. Let's see if they've done it. Oh yes, they've done it right here. Look at this. Even die cuts for the water. Isn't that great? The ship, the sails, the flag. Oh, it's so cute. And that's called On the Ocean. On the Ocean. Here's a lovely Father's Day type stamp set. And you can see the men here with children and some great sentiments for Father's Day. This is just a standalone set. And so this would be, again, a set that you would be coloring. So you can see some examples here. Then, this is super fun for all the musicians that you love. Enjoy the Rhythm is what the name of the stamp set is. Drum set, piano, this is a staff, and fancy guitar. I love this, treble maker. So, very nice stamp set. Again, you'd be coloring. You'd stamp it and then color. Okay, oh, here is, I love this. This is Memories and More. So Stampin' Up! Always does these great packs for us. I particularly like these, where it's coordinating envelopes and card bases. And there are 2 different types of card bases here, and then all envelopes to go with them, 20 card bases and 20 envelopes. And those, you want to talk about making it quick to do a card, there you go. You've got it. You just add a sentiment and maybe a little embellishment of some kind, and you're done. Your card's done. Now, here's something else that coordinates with it that's also great. So they call it a card pack. It comes with some of these little, they're like die cut images. You just punch them out. Just punch them out and use them. There'll be a bunch of those. And then all these other pieces, there are like cardstock cards. And they couldn't possibly show us here because there are so many different ones in the pack. And you can see here what they have started to do with some of these. That's a cute treat. Also, look at this. They put them in a photo album. Great ideas. But these are fun. These are fun for crafters of all kinds. Okay. Oh my goodness, we're almost done. But then we're going to look at SALE-a-bration. Okay. So this is a list. It's on page 74 of some of the things that were in the previous catalog that are carrying over. So they didn't use up space to feature them on other pages because they wanted to show new stuff, right? But here they gave us a list of some items that are carrying over, and there are pictures of them here. This punch, triple punch, and there are a few sets, this die, and this punch. I did buy this punch because when I saw it in the other catalog, I loved it, and I loved the stamp set it went with, and I just thought, they're not going to get rid of that. That's going to stay around. And yay, I was right. So here in this section, they just go through and repeat what we've already seen with the bundles. So they're just showing you the stamp set and dies, particularly the dies, right, that go in each bundle. And I like this part because they give us more examples to show us how to be creative. All right, so I'm just going to flip through that quickly because we have seen all those things. Several pages, excuse me, because as we went through, there were a lot of bundles. Then when we get back here to page 84, it's kind of like an index. All right, so in the beginning, they've got stamp sets. So here and here are all the stamp sets that you've seen in this catalog. So it does refer back to the page number where they are featured, so you could go back and look at them. But if you picked up your catalog, you've seen it before, and you're like, oh, I want to find that one with the bunny rabbit. Well, instead of flipping all the way through the catalog, unless you'd already dog-eared the page, you can just look here and you go, oh, wait, there's the bunny rabbit. And it's on page 52. And you can just flip right to it and find it. Same with the dies. So if there was a particular die you were looking for, you could just find it here and then flip to the page. Same with the punches and the paper. So if there was a particular one you were looking for, look back here first, unless you just like thumbing through the catalog. That's kind of fun too. Every time you look through it, you probably see something you hadn't seen before. I know I do. That's one reason I like doing this, because I actually look at everything in the catalog, because I miss it when I look through the first time. All right, the embossing folders, the tools, ribbon, embellishments, it's all back here. And then they give you some information about hosting. And there's a great little stamp set with frogs. It's so adorable, that you can earn if you are a host. It's very easy to be a host with me. I do parties online. So if you don't live here in Southern California, no problem. We're going to do it on Zoom. And it'll be fun. It'll be great fun. Also, another choice of something you can earn is this pack of paper. Great pack. And of course, I do parties in person here. So either way, contact me if you're interested in that. Because who doesn't love getting free stuff, right? Who doesn't love getting free and discounted products? And speaking of free products, it is SALE-a-bration time. So it's January 6th today. And SALE-a-bration started yesterday, and it goes through the end of February, February 28th. Now, SALE-a-bration means You can earn things for free when you make a product purchase of $50 or $100. So if you made a product purchase of $250, you could use that to get 2 $100 items and one $50 item. So you can really get a lot of good stuff even if you take advantage of SALE-a-bration. And SALE-a-bration is only January and February this year. There will not be another SALE-a-bration period for the rest of the year. So this is it, guys. This is it. Okay, what's in here first? Oh, these adorable owls, and they are adorable. I mean, when I saw this, I just could not handle it. Now look, you remember those alphabet and number dies that we saw? So they've done some cute little treats, and they use the 3, and they use this stamp. And they, you know, here's some brown owls, right? But these owls are stamped in, looks like pool party, right? So who said owls had to be brown? They don't have to be brown. I do want to show you because I did get this one for free. It's the one I chose. Super cute. Now, hoot, hoot, you're cute. Come on. Who could resist that? So adorable. So this is a stamp set that you color again. So for all of you who love to color, this was for you. So I just had to. I haven't had a chance to make anything with it, but I stamped one of the owls and colored it. I dare you to tell me that's not adorable. So cute. So stinking cute. Cannot wait to use that. All right, what's next? This is going to be in my box tomorrow. Hurry, hurry, UPS, get my box here. This is a stamp set with carrots. Too cute. It's great for spring. Look at this. That's really pretty. I love it. So pretty. Thanks a bunch. Cute. Everything's coming up carrots. Really cute. So I can't wait to get that one tomorrow. And each of these is free if you make a product purchase of $50. This one is also free with a $50 purchase. It is a pack of paper. These are 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and there are 12 sheets. And look, oh, sweet, very dainty. And you may remember there was a stamp set that was very similar to this when we went through the catalog. It was called the Dainty Delight Bundle. So this paper really coordinates. There are the dies in the bundle. Nice. Must have, must have. Then, whoops, here we go. Here's another one that's free with $50 purchase. This cute paper. And hold on, because I have this paper. And I will show you. Gosh, it's so, it just doesn't show the same way when you look at it in the catalog as when you look at it in person. Oh, isn't this fantastic? It's beautiful. How cute is that? So with that, and then on the other side, it's blue with the white flowers. That looks like balmy blue. Let me just take a peek over here and see. Yes, it's balmy blue. All right, I'm going to set that aside. Look at this one. Oh my goodness, chickens. And look at that. Looks like a goose, right? So that stamp set we saw with the geese. Very cute with this paper. This one, this looks like chicken wire. Can you see that? Chicken wire. Cute. All right, this one. Got all the things you need on the farm. It's got your barn. It's got your silo. Some animals. Really cute. And the back, this looks like kind of burlap. Looks like a burlap pattern. Oh, too cute. Trees and dairy cows and flowers. Really sweet. Ah, and this is nice. Love that green. And oh my, all the animals. Is that the last one? Nope, it's not the last one. Sheep and pigs and cows, flowers. You could cut these out. You could definitely cut these out. Now, do you remember that there was a stamp set and with dies? It coordinates with this. So if you go back to the catalog and look, oh my goodness, look at that plaid. That's so cute. And vegetables. That's great. Even that, like the carrot set we just saw in the SALE-a-bration brochure. That would go great with this. Oh, and a really nice yellow. Oh, that's that ticking. Remember they used to call it, I don't remember, something ticking. And it came, usually I think it came in blue and white. I've seen it in red and white too. Very nice. I love that paper. I'm sure it tells us here, hold on, what it coordinates with. Yes, it coordinates with the On the Farm bundle. The On the Farm bundle. So look for that. Remember, it has dies. And it looks like the dies will cut out some of these images from the paper, which I love. All right, this one is also free with a $50 product purchase, and it's just lots of sentiments. And the name of it is Sending Support. So I'm gonna kind of hold this up here so you can take a look and see some of the sentiment set. Nice set to have. Then we've got another item that's free with $50 purchase. It's this paper. And unfortunately, I don't have that paper in my hand right now, but the photograph does not do it justice. The colors are amazing. And so that would be a really good choice too for SALE-a-bration. Really good choice. In the Country is what this stamp set is called. It's a distinctive stamp set. So I don't know if you can tell from this photograph, there's a lot of detail, right, built in to the stamp itself. And then you would color, and you can see here, particularly this one, where they have colored the little road and some green and the trees, the sky. That is so nice. It's very calming, that one. This one is free with a $100 purchase, and it's called Beautifully Happy. I do have this one. I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. It's got a two-step stamp. So you stamp the outline, and then you can stamp the leaves. This is all one stamp. And then you could stamp the flowers. It has some nice sentiments. So let me grab mine. It's here somewhere. I also have a card that I made that I can show you. So here it is. Beautifully Happy. I like the sentiments. For a feel better kind of day. Sending happy thoughts. Kindness matters. Thank you. I love this. You are easy to love. Really nice. So here's an example of a card that I've made with that stamp set. And I was wanting to make a very simple card here. So I don't know if you can tell, I just stamped the outline, that one stamp, with black ink. And then I took my Stampin' Blends that were the same color as this paper. This is DSP. I stamped right on the designer series paper. And then I just put a little extra color on the flowers so they would stand out a little bit. I love it. I'm going to use that stamp set a lot. I don't know what kind of flowers those are. They kind of remind me of hollyhocks, but I don't know if that's right. There's something else. If you know, tell me in the comments, please. Okay, another big one that is free with a $100 purchase. And I don't have this on my desk, which is very silly because I've been using it. But it's a huge package of paper. It's 12 by 12 paper, so the big sheets of paper, And there's 48 sheets. 48 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. And look, oh my goodness, the colors, the patterns, very versatile, super versatile, especially for spring, right? Especially for spring. And let me bring that card back in again, because the paper that I used here is from that pack. Yep, I used paper from that pack. All right. I think that might be it. Yes, that's it. And there's some more information about hosting. There's a different stamp set that you can get when you're a host. You can earn that as a host. So it's a very detailed, like, garden. It's called Scenic Garden. Very nice. So that is it. That is everything. How many years have I been on here talking now? A lot. Because you get this and you think, well, it's a little catalog. There's a lot of stuff in here. So you will probably have to take several passes before you really can absorb everything that's in here. So again, if you do not have a catalog, please tell me, send me a message, leave me a comment, because I would love to send you the mini catalog and a SALE-a-bration brochure. And I hope that you will continue to watch this page, because we have many events. I have in-person workshops that are happening Monday. Those happen every month. And we do some online events. We do a mystery stamping event on Zoom. We do a craft and chat on Zoom. And then we also do a meetup at a local coffee house on a weekend to work on our paper pumpkin kits or any other project that you might be doing. So we would love to see you either online or in person at any of those events. So watch for all those things. You can always pop over to my website, look at the calendar there. It's all on the calendar. If you have any questions at all about things you saw in the mini catalog, about SALE-a-bration, about hosting a party, please let me know. I would be so happy to talk with you. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me tonight. Bye-bye.